I just found out my husband has a 2-year-old daughter he's never known about, and now I feel like my whole life is about to fall apart. Posted by you/Capital Monitor 4455. My husband, 27M, and I, 27F, got together on October 16, 2022. He moved from Florida to Kansas to be with my son and me. A few months ago, we found out that I can't have more kids, and I'm actually scheduled for a medically necessary hysterectomy in early 2025. Well, today my husband's ex called me. I didn't know it was her until I answered, and she told me that her 2-year-old daughter is my husband's. She was conceived 2 months before my husband and I got together. She's in Florida. I'm not able to move to Florida due to my son's dad living here. I feel like the only option at this point is divorce. I won't leave my son behind to move to Florida, and I would never expect my husband to stay in Kansas and not be there to raise his daughter. I can't explain the amount of sadness I feel. I never in a million years saw this coming, and I don't even know what to do at this point. Top/relevant comments. Op and her husband need to get the paternity testing done before doing anything further. We are absolutely doing a paternity test before anything. I can 100% see it just being her trying to get him back, but the resemblance between the two is uncanny. We will definitely do the paternity test before making any decisions moving forward. Did Op's husband knew about his daughter? He had no clue about her. He didn't even know she had another baby. She says she didn't tell him due to him being abusive. Which, I am not her, so I don't know what she went through with him, except what he told me, and I won't speak for her, but he has never even once raised his voice at me. But again, I'm not her, so I'm not going to say she's right or wrong. Up on the timeline of when her husband was with the ex and the possibility of the child being conceived during his relationship with his ex. They broke up in December 2021 but hooked up a handful of times afterward. We are absolutely going to do a paternity test before anything. Op clarifies the details regarding the relationship between her husband and son. He's not the father of my son, but he's been in his life since right before he turned 2. He hasn't said much so far, and I'm not pushing anything. He just found out, and he's been on the road. He's a truck driver, so I'm sure his head is just spinning. I'll talk more about it with him tomorrow. Op responds to multiple comments about divorcing her husband. I've responded many times to this question. No, I was not going to divorce my husband because he has a child. I was not going to divorce my husband willingly, period. As mentioned many times, I was worried that he wouldn't be able to see his daughter while living in Kansas and would have to leave us to go be a father to his daughter, who deserves her father just as much as any other kid. And I've said many times, I posted here to make sure I didn't ignore my husband's feelings and emotions. I have been there for him and made him the priority here. I've stated this many times. Op adds an edit to her post. I want to first thank everyone for their kind and supportive comments. I wrote this when I had just found out and was imagining the worst.